Hello, my name is Toni Ann Vimeo. Before I tell you a little bit about myself, I'd like to say, Mr. Scorsese, I admire your work so much. So much. Adorable? Well, let the adoring begin. Am I scattered or am I just busy? Or am I busy and scattered? Yikes. The forest is just bursting with secrets, and I promise not to tell. God's favorite heavenly telephone operator takes great care with all his calls, even those from the nasty hellfire guy down below. I have created effervescence into an actual art form. She was shocked and confused when the parochial school nun slapped her hands with a ruler. And she was a gregarious and said she was a gregarious and loquacious student. Gregarious is a good thing, and loquacious is a whole lot better than tight-lipped. That nun was crazy. And it left a permanent impression. I wouldn't want to presume, and I wouldn't want to ask a question that you may have already answered, and I wouldn't want to take up time or digress, and I'm not doubting, but still, I have one more question. So, do you mind if I ask? Because if you mind, I don't have to, okay? Okay, so, I have a little story for you. So, when I was in the 4th grade, I had this nun. She was very, very stern, and I was always getting in trouble, not because I was bad. I really wasn't bad. I was just a little mischievous. I was curious and talkative. They don't like that. They want you to sit there just like this. I couldn't do it. I tried so hard, couldn't do it. So my parents would get called up to school on a regular basis. Toni Ann, she talks, she's talking to the girl behind her, the girl next to her, and when she's not talking, she's looking out the window. Can you please speak to her? And my parents did, time after time after time. So finally, my parents said, this is it. If we get called up to school one more time, there's going to be hell to pay. You better, do something about this. And actually, my mother had just given birth to my younger brother, so she had a baby, and it was like, we can't do this now, I'm very busy. And I was very good. She got through to me. I was so good, so good, and I tried hard, and I went to school, and I didn't open my mouth, and I paid attention. Well, one day, I come home, and my mother said, what did you do? Didn't we speak about this? I said, what? What did I do? What are you talking about? She said, we got called up to school again. And I said, I don't understand. I did just what you asked me to do. Well, they weren't happy. They went. My grandmother stayed with us. And, I wasn't really scared because I knew I didn't do anything wrong. I was curious. I couldn't wait for them to come home to tell me what the teacher wanted to speak, the nun wanted to speak to them about. So they came home, and my mother said, I heard my mother and father speaking first. They didn't think I heard, but I was listening. Well, what is wrong? And this is ridiculous. They called us up there for that. And my mother came and said to me that my teacher, the nun, said, is everything okay at home? And my mother said, yes. Why? Toni Ann is very, very withdrawn. She's not talking. And we thought maybe something was wrong. And my father said, these people are never happy. So that's my story. Adorable? Well, let the adoring begin. Am I scattered or am I just busy? Or am I busy and scattered? Yikes. The forest is just bursting with secrets, and I promise not to tell. God's favorite heavenly telephone operator takes great care with all his calls, even from the nasty hellfire guy down below. I have created effervescence into an art form. She was shocked and confused when the parochial school nun slapped her hands with a ruler and said she was gregarious and loquacious student. Gregarious is a good thing, and loquacious is better than tight-lipped. That nun was crazy. And it left a permanent impression. I wouldn't want to presume, and I wouldn't want to ask a question you may already have answered, and I wouldn't want to take up time or digress, and I'm not doubting, but still, I have one more question. So, if you don't mind, if I ask, because if you do mind, I don't have to, okay? Okay, so, thank you.